The Wonder of the Seas inaugural cruise. Travel agents were invited on this cruise. It was fantastic. My daughter and I went. Getting on this ship was fairly easy. It took about 10 minutes from beginning to end. Once we had everything checked in, we were on our way to our room, which was open at 1 p.m. We got on a little early, but this is what we walked into, the Royal Promenade. Massive, massive area. This is on the interior of the ship on deck 5. So several shops, several restaurants, different places to eat and drink, and just kind of stroll around and enjoy. This is Cafe Promenade, one of the complimentary places. And Sorrento is directly across from it, another complimentary place. Serve pizzas. This is where you can book your next cruise on a cruise, which is fantastic. And you can book your shore excursions if you haven't done so already. This is from the 6th floor where the schooner bar is located. And this is on the way out of the Royal Promenade. Now let's take a step through the Royal Casino. This place was massive, completely insane. This video actually took about 8 minutes to record from start to finish, walking through the entire thing. Thankfully, I'm not going to show you all 8 minutes, and I sped things up for you. Every night, there were a couple of thousand people in this room, just gambling away and having a great time. But again, it never seemed crowded with that many people inside. And I probably over-exaggerate. There was probably just a few hundred, but quite a bit. Here we are on the Royal Art Gallery. Massively, massively extensive in size. And then we're going to take a walk down our boardwalk. Boardwalk is pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk in this corridor. We're going to walk down, and on our left, once we get past through here, we have the hot dog shop, which is a complimentary place to eat. Then we have Playmakers on our right, and we'll come back to that in a second. That carousel is complimentary. That was Sugar Beach on our left, and that is not complimentary, but we'll get back to that as well. So Playmakers Bar and Grill, this is a la carte place, so you do have to pay extra for this, but it's a nice area to sit and enjoy some sports. Johnny Rocket's also one of the specialty dining restaurants. And then this slide right here in front of you, this is a dry slide. It goes from deck 18 to deck 8. We're walking up on the Aqua Theater. This Aqua Theater does shows at night, and just amazing athletes, Olympic athletes doing these diving shows. And then up right in front of you is the one of 2 rock walls. The other one is right above me, all next to all of the suite lounges or suite rooms. That was our boardwalk. Let's take a walk down Central Park. This place was amazing. I could spend my entire cruise here. It was air conditioning. There were breezes that came through this area. So we're going to walk through. This is where we have 3 specialty dining restaurants. We have right here coming up on our left, the Chops Grill. It's a steakhouse. And as I slow down, you can kind of notice it's one of the nicer places. Each one of these are considered the specialty dining restaurants. They do cost money, typically $35 to $95 a person, depending upon what time of day you decide to go and eat and which restaurant you go to. So here's a trellis bar. This is right in the center of Central Park. This also costs extra. Or you can, if you get the dining or the drinking package, that works. So this is a park cafe. This is complimentary. Salads, sandwiches, small bites to eat, and just a nice area to sit and relax. Again, this is an air conditioning area, so if you have a balcony on this spot, you're not going to get overheated. They do sell balcony rooms and interior rooms both. This is Giovanni's wine bar and table. This is my favorite place. This is where Italian food is served, tapas, also some beautiful wines. And then right on the other side of here of the Central Park, you have one of the shops that you can buy jewelry or watches in. And here in front of us are one of a few different seating areas where you can just sit and enjoy yourself in Central Park. And then up past this path, we're going to come up on the Rising Tide Bar, which is a bar that actually lifts from the promenade level, which is deck 5, up to this deck, which is deck 8. Off to the left, that's a 150 Park Fair, and that's another specialty dining restaurant as well. As you can see, it's beautifully lit up at night. It's very tranquil. Here we have the main dining room. Okay, guys, main dining room. This is the menu on day 1, and this is the menu on day 2. You see all that stuff on there? You can get every single thing, and this does not cost you anything, okay? You can kind of go through and see all the different food items that we ended up putting on our table. But again, this is complimentary. So you're sitting down, white tablecloth, being served by 2 to 3 different servers and waiters. The roast beef was outstanding. The pumpkin bisque was phenomenal. The polenta was insanely good. Prime rib every single night if you want it. This crab cake was delicious as well. All the food was just insane. I probably gained about 5 pounds alone on this 2-day cruise, but just outstanding food. But some things that not a lot of folks understand is the fact that this is completely complimentary. You can get as much or as little as you want. Desserts. Oh my Lord, desserts. Fantastic. And you can either set your time for dining or you can do my time dining. I suggest setting a time. That way you get to know your service staff. Or if you'd like, you can do Windjammer. This is where the Windjammer is. The Windjammer is located on the upper decks. And this is more of a buffet style. Or you can have them make something for you right in front of you. This is one of the beautiful little displays they had out. This is actually the inside of 150 Park Fair. All right, CocoCay. That's where the Wonder of the Seas goes to every single cruise, and I don't think they have an itinerary that doesn't. Typically, there's 2 ships there at a time. You can either, once you get off the ship, you can either take the tram or you can walk. It's about a half-a-mile walk. The tram does go nonstop all the time. And right there in front of you was the Thrill Water Park that does cost extra per person, anywhere between $70 to $110 per person for the entire day. And that covers just every single slide in that park, the wave pool, and everything that comes with that area, that insane slide right there. This right here is Jack's Bar and Grill. And then this is one of the several nature walks. This took about 10 minutes to walk through. It's on the other side of the island. And it came out to several different beach spots. Here's the pool. It's located in the center of the island. It's one of the largest pools in the world. It does also have a walk-up bar to it, which is very convenient. And here's one of the several beaches with the on the water and over the water cabanas. And there's different sports areas, volleyball. Again, several different beaches. There's a basketball court off to the side. This is by the Beach Club. And here we are inside the Thrill Water Park. There are 13 slides in total. 6, I believe, or 7 are right there in front of you. And then here's the wave pool. The wave pool is absolutely insane. Waves up to 15 to 20 feet. And then this is more of a family slide, group slides. So you get people that go on rafts on these. And this is for the kiddos, kind of an adventure island area. We're about headed off to the ships, but a nice pick of the 2 ships. Anthem of the Seas was with us. Before we leave, we'll go ahead and talk about the zip lines that go all over the island. So this is one of 3 installments. You do pay for the zip line. It's about $55 a person, but it's well worth it. Taking our time, getting back to the ship. And of course, it was a perfect day at CocoCay. Back to Sugar Beach. Okay, you will have a tough time getting your kids out of this store. Candy wall to wall. Stuff that's going to rot their teeth out, but God, what a wonderful little shop. And you can bring a souvenir home. And oh yes, there's gelato. We like to get dressed up. Not everybody does. You don't have to, but we do. We met quite a bit of friends. We had a great time. This is the inside of the karaoke bar. And this is the inside of the adult comedy club. And yes, it's very adult, so if you're offended easily, don't go to that place. This is one of the many shows at the Aqua Theater. Again, these talented human beings are typically the Olympic athletes. This is up at the Sweet Bar, and it wouldn't be a cruise if I didn't make all kinds of friends with the staff. So here I am with several of these fine gentlemen. It seemed like everybody was named Christian. And this is Christian up at the Schooner Bar, so if you're there, say hi. Here's the upper decks. You literally have a CocoCay on top of this ship. So if you don't do all the slides, you can do most of the slides on CocoCay. Or on the Wonder of the Seas. Here's some mini golf. Sports court, along with the flow rider right behind it. And this is a view from the Suite Lounge area. And there's the pool that overlooks the other pools on the ship. As we say goodbye, we sailed off in the distance from the Anthem of the Seas. We waved by. We look forward to its return. And yes, they do decorate for the holidays. Beautiful ship. Contact me at Grateful Chef BF, Brian Flowers at Platinum Travel.